There comes a time in every person's life when the noise of the world fades just enough for you to hear a quiet question inside. Why am I here? It's the question that lives beneath our laughter, our work, our dreams, and our worries. It's the question that doesn't care how old you are, how much you've achieved, or what you've lost. It's the question of purpose. Every human being, at some point, will come face to face with it. But sadly, most people never stop long enough to answer it. They keep running, from job to job, relationship to relationship, moment to moment, without ever understanding the meaning behind their existence. But you, listening right now, maybe you're ready to understand. Maybe you've reached a point where you're tired of drifting. Maybe you're ready to wake up, to live with direction, intention, and power. Let me say this as clearly as possible. You were not born by mistake. Your birth was not random. You didn't just show up because two people met. You arrived because purpose demanded your presence. There's a reason your fingerprint is unique. Your voice is one of a kind, and your story can't be replicated, because purpose never duplicates. If you've ever felt invisible or insignificant, hear me clearly. There's something inside you that the world needs, something no one else can carry or express the way you can. You may not see it yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't there. Sometimes diamonds are buried deep. You just have to be willing to dig. From childhood, many of us were taught what to do, but never why we exist. We were told to get good grades, get a job, make money, start a family. And while all those things have value, they are not your purpose. They are only expressions of it. This is why so many people achieve success, yet still feel empty. Because success without purpose is just busyness. You can climb the ladder all the way to the top and still find it leaning against the wrong wall. Society teaches us how to make a living, but not how to make a life. It tells us to chase titles, possessions, applause, but never asks, what were you created to give? What problem were you designed to solve? Let me tell you, until you answer that, nothing else will truly satisfy you. Purpose is not a job title. It's not your career, your role, or your bank account. Purpose is the original intention behind your existence. It's the reason you're breathing right now. Everything in creation exists for a reason. The tree gives shade and oxygen. The sun provides light and warmth. Even the ant and the bee play their part in the balance of life. If the smallest creature has a reason for being, what makes you think your existence is accidental? You were born with a purpose encoded inside you, like a seed planted in the soil of your soul. And that seed carries your potential. When you discover it, everything changes. You stop competing and start contributing. You stop envying others and start embracing who you are. You stop existing and start living. Now the big question is, how do I find it? Finding your purpose doesn't come from looking outside. It comes from looking within. Everything you need to know about your purpose is already inside you, waiting to be uncovered. Let's explore how. 1. Pay attention to what moves you deeply. What makes your heart burn with passion? What injustices make you angry? What subjects could you talk about for hours without getting tired? Those are clues. Passion points to purpose. 2. Look at your natural gifts. What comes easy for you but feels hard for others? Maybe you communicate with ease. Maybe you solve problems effortlessly. Maybe you bring peace where there's tension. Those are indicators of where your purpose lives. 3. Reflect on your pain. Sometimes purpose hides inside pain. The thing that broke you may be the very thing you were meant to heal in others. Your scars are not your shame. They are your testimony. Don't waste them. 4. Ask, who am I here to serve? Purpose always serves beyond self. You weren't born just to make a living. You were born to make a difference. True fulfillment comes when your life becomes useful to others. Let's take a moment to imagine this. Every invention is designed for a reason. The microphone was designed to amplify voice. The pen was designed to record thought. The phone was designed to connect people. When a product doesn't function according to its design, it malfunctions. In the same way, when you live outside of your purpose, you feel empty. You might be working, earning, socializing, but something inside feels off. You feel like you're doing a lot, but not becoming much. That feeling is not failure. It's feedback. It's life reminding you that you were made for more. One of the biggest barriers to purpose is comparison. You can't discover who you are if you're busy wishing you were someone else. When you compare, you trade authenticity for imitation. You were never meant to copy. You were meant to contribute. You don't have to be louder, richer, or more popular. You just have to be aligned with your reason for existing. That's where true peace lives. Don't let the noise of other people's success make you doubt your own significance. The world doesn't need another version of them. It needs the real you. Once you begin to understand your purpose, you must protect it. Because purpose is fragile when it's new. It requires discipline to grow. Here's how to live intentionally every day. 1. Start your mornings with clarity. Ask yourself, what small thing can I do today that aligns with my purpose? Each day is an opportunity to plant seeds that lead to destiny. 2. Stay connected to people who uplift your vision. Purpose thrives in the right environment. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, not those who drain your energy. 3. Feed your mind with wisdom. Read. Listen, reflect. You cannot walk in purpose with a distracted mind. What you feed your mind becomes the direction of your life. 4. Rest in progress, not perfection. You will stumble. You will get tired. You may doubt yourself. But remember, even small steps in the right direction are still progress. You matter, because life trusted you with a piece of its masterpiece. There's something inside you that was meant to be shared. If you don't bring it forth, the world remains incomplete. The world doesn't just need more people. It needs more awakened people. People who understand that every breath is purpose in motion. You matter because you carry answers to problems someone else is praying about. You matter because your voice might be the one that inspires another to keep going. You matter because existence doesn't make mistakes. There is purpose in your birth, meaning in your story, and power in your future. Purpose is not something you find someday. It's something you start living today. Even if you don't have all the answers, begin where you are. Do what you can with what you have. The moment you start moving in the direction of meaning, clarity follows. You don't need a perfect plan. You need courage to start. Every day you wake up, tell yourself this: I am alive for a reason. I matter. I have something to give. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it changes how you see yourself. Say it until it changes how you live. Take a deep breath. Inhale peace. Exhale doubt. Now, repeat quietly in your heart. I am not here by accident. I was born for a reason. My life has meaning. I will no longer drift. I will live intentionally. Every day is a gift, and I will use it to make a difference. I will serve, I will grow, and I will shine. Because I matter, and the world needs what I carry. Remember this, you don't need permission to walk in purpose. You just need awareness. You already have everything you need within you. The rest is courage. So today, take that first step. Begin the journey toward the life you were meant to live. Because you were never born by mistake.